Most people are conditioned to believe that cheaper financial advice is better. Lower fees feel responsible. Lower fees feel efficient. Lower fees feel like good business. But that mindset breaks down quickly when your financial life becomes too complex. Because at a certain level, what you pay isn't the risk, it's what you miss. That's the risk. Before we go any further, I'm John Moriarty, co-founder and managing partner at E3 Wealth. I work with entrepreneurial-minded clients to challenge traditional financial thinking and create strategies that reflect how their wealth is actually built. Now let's get started. A transactional mindset asks one question: how much does it cost? A strategic mindset asks a different question: what does this produce? Most fee-sensitive prospects compare advisors the same way they compare software subscriptions or service providers. But financial planning doesn't work like that. You're not buying a product. You're engaging in a process, one that affects taxes, cash flow, risk, and long-term outcomes. And the cost of poor coordination is rarely visible on a fee schedule. Here's what we see when someone focuses only on fees: reactive tax planning, missed deductions and timing opportunities, poor entity structure, disjointed advice across advisors, unnecessary tax exposure, and decisions made in isolation. None of those show up as a line item. They show up as higher lifetime taxes, lower after-tax returns, lost flexibility, increased stress. Ironically, the cheapest advice often ends up being the most expensive. At E3, we don't position financial planning as an expense. We position it as an investment with a measurable return. That return doesn't come from chasing performance. It comes from proactive tax strategy, coordinated decision-making, better timing, fewer mistakes, more intentional use of capital. When planning is done holistically, the ROI often shows up in multiples of the fee paid. Not hypothetically, but practically. Holistic planning matters because financial decisions don't live in silos. Your business affects your taxes affect your investments affect your liquidity, and then your liquidity affects your freedom. When those decisions are coordinated, small improvements start to compound. When they're fragmented, small mistakes multiply. That's the difference between paying for advice and investing in outcomes. This message isn't for someone looking for the lowest cost option, and it's not for someone who wants to shop advice like a commodity. It's for people who understand that real ROI isn't about minimizing fees, it's about maximizing results, especially when complexity is involved. If your primary filter for financial advice is cost, you're asking the wrong question. The better question is, what does this help me keep, protect, and create over time? If you want to explore what holistic planning could actually produce for your situation, you can schedule a conversation with our team below. We help think differently about ROI and what wealth and tax strategies should really deliver in your holistic financial plan. Thank you.